515 Global Energy presenta CEO Webinar. Cambia la tua vita con 515. Presentano Tom Cummins e Simona Mindrescu.
Ciao today. So CEO webinar time. We had Easter, which is really great because one of my key philosophies are, I work really hard. I mean, a 12-hour day for me is nothing, all right? That's just normal, all right? And that's like 6 days a week. But my point I want to make too, I work really hard and I work long, but man, when it's time to play, let's play, okay? Like in a big way. So Easter is a beautiful, beautiful season, very religious, and I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, so one thing is, so the office was closed yesterday, so they're running a day behind. I don't have the commission reports this week, but I sure in the hell have the production that you guys did last week. And it's just insane. I'm like, let's talk about it, right? So now, last week, the recruiters were down again. I'm like, okay, not good. I mean, believe me, I look good in red. I really like red outfits, but I'll tell you something, not on my statistics. I do not like the red ink, okay? I mean, I fight. Why do you think I work so hard is to get this up? However, this is what I'm blown away by because fewer people did more, all right? So you've got, look at that, we had four fewer associates who enrolled somewhere in the neighborhood of 9 more accounts. So we had like 70 people come in the front door, fewer people got more. So it's the only way I can sit there and go, all right, let's not get too crazy here. So now look, this is the part where it blows my mind. I had a very long list of people who enrolled 1 associate, 9 people who enrolled 2. And I'm noticing this trend where I'm getting these monsters are growing in 515. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing names I am not familiar with. I'm like, who is this person? I actually looked at some of the statistics here and I called the office trying to get a hold of someone. I go, who is this person? They're a monster. I'm like so excited. We had 5 that actually enrolled 3 associates. 5! Guys, this never happened before. We don't have numbers like this. This is incredible. We had Simone enrolled 4 and Massimiliano Riga enrolled 5 associates in 1 week. Unbelievable. Now, we have statistics, like this is the statistic. But when you're running a business, and guys, 515 is your business, right? Now, one of the things I watch for is what we call sub-statistics. So you have a main stat, but there's things that you have to do along the line to create a big stat, okay? And give me an example. We come in here and we have, believe it or not, the number of associates signed is a sub-statistic. Just because you got them to do something for free means nothing. You got their name, you got all their data, and we put it into a computer. Check. First step. Second step is, did they become a customer of Italian Gasaluce? If they haven't done that, you've done nothing, right? And right now, we're doing really well. 85, so almost 9 out of 10 people become a customer of Italian Gasaluce. This is good. And this is because I give you all that money to actually enroll them as a customer. So this is good. However, and so that is a sub-statistic, very critical. This one I've been worried about for a while. And I'm telling you, we got to make watts. And we're in the watt making business, guys. If you're not making watts, you could be making money today, but you are not making a future. All right? If you're not making watts, you're not making a future. Watts will bring you tomorrow, okay? And next month and next month. It's a watt making business. So the first step, next step, they become a customer, they have to get their first PEA. And I've been pushing this, make watts, and now it takes a while, it's responding, but look at how beautiful this is going. Now, we're up there pushing and getting back up to where it used to be 60% of the people got their first PEA. You're not going to get all of them, but if we get most of them, you win, the company wins, we all win. Especially the people you come in here, because when you're signing up these associates, I know the thing here, right? You're signing up all these associates, you're selling them on a dream, okay? And this is good. But guys, if you sell someone on a dream, you got to help them make that dream come true. Now, yeah, they have some work they have to do, and not all of them are going to do the work, but I expect you to do your work to try to help them to get that dream to come true. Okay, now the key statistic, which has sucked for a long time, I mean, it's been horrible in my mind, is the percentage of associates that become a watt. It's not okay with me. I would expect no less than 50% of them to become watts. It is my target. I'm just going to put it out there that the more watts we make, the bigger and better we'll grow. But look at this, boom. It's actually now taking off. It went up almost 4% in 1 week. Guys, this is the key. This is the key statistic, okay? Because this is what gets us the watt. This is the stat. This is the one. Yes, a lot of these statistics are important, but this is the one that brings us a future. If we get, because why? Why would I say this? Because now they can make money. Until they get here, they're not allowed to make money. They can make pennies and they can make a few euros, but I'm talking about something that can actually improve the quality of their life today. And this is why, this is where the dream can be realized. This is why this is so damn important. And you really need to understand this, guys. This is the 515 watt business, okay? And we really need to concentrate on it. You got to get them to enroll their first PEA so they get through that. I got to sell something. Okay, all right, got it. Get over it. Let's get it done. And then they get 2 more and they become a watt. And you get paid to get them to do this. And now, guys, you're building your army. Don't you understand? This is your army. Just because you got them to go into the computer and get them to enroll for free, and you got their customer account, and I give you 20 euros, 40 euros, that's such small thinking. Such small thinking. You make them into a watt, you are building your army, and your small thinking will put some money into your pocket today. An army will make you wealthy. You got to get this. This is why I keep pushing watts. Make the watts. Make the watts. Because then you get that. Look at this, how it's growing now. You see this growth. This is watt 15s. You get the watts. They get hungry. Not all of them will make it. But if you get enough watts, you're going to start building your watt 15s. Check this out. Look at this watt 30. Look at this graph. See how it's growing. All right? Phenomenal. We only got like 6 this week, okay? And then the watt 60s. Look at how this is going over here. You see how we're pushing it up. And then the next level, team leaders. But, it is what it is. This is the next level that we get to, all right? So I hope this makes sense, guys. I hope you get this from a training viewpoint, that all of these substats matter. Okay, so look, we have this week we had okay, we got a whole bunch of people made Watts 15s. Okay, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, a whole bunch of people made a Watt 30. Look, I got Ghani in there making a Watt 30. Fantastic. Francesco Novali. Hell, he's in school taking a sabbatical, and he made a Watt 15. All right. So these are some of the names I do know, which is really, this is the most important part for me. It's the name that I see, and I go, I don't know who this person is. Now, I'm coming back to Italy. I will come to your area. We will meet in person. I will get to know who you are. But it's the beautifulness about it is that we're having new people doing a lot of the work here, okay? So we had Antonello Mancino, had Gianmarco, Watt 60. We had Medio. You know what? Probably didn't say the name right, but I want to put it out there. Francesco will show it over here on the computer, but made Gloria Watt 60. And Mirko made another Watt 60. Fantastic, guys. Really, really, really amazing. All right? Now, look at this stat. Come on, man. Is this beautiful? See, remember I talked about your army? Look at what your army does. These are the people that are bringing in IGL customers, which is what all of this work here, all of this work, like all of this is to make this stat, okay? Make this, all right? You have, and this is another thing that I'm realizing as we go through time, the talent, the when I moved to Italy so many years ago, I was talking to people that, yeah, you could enroll 5, 10 accounts a week. And these words would come out of my mouth. And the people who were working with me at the time were like, that's impossible. No way. It will never happen. This is what I kept getting hit with. Mr. Cummins, with all the respect in the world, maybe, this is Italy. It doesn't get done this way in Italy. You're in American. Maybe that's how they do it in America. But we're Italians. We don't do it this way. I disagreed. I just said, yeah, I don't buy it. I'm not buying into it. I know how to change people's lives. I know how to make people wealthy. I know how to enrich someone's world. I know what it takes to do that. I've done it for my life. I continue to do it for my life. And I've done it for many, 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 many people's lives. Took them from a low standard of living into where they're really, really doing well and continue to do so. And the only thing in the key element that you have to work on is production. And these stats represent the production. And if you reward them, you go, look, I want you to do this and I'll pay you this money. And we do. People did this and we gave them this money and they went, wow, this is nice. And they got they got better on doing this and they got better and the money got better and this got better and it grew. Guys, here's the deal. A few years ago, I started the 6+ game. I got laughed at. They laughed at me. Some to my face, most of them behind my back. Laughed at me. Never gonna happen. Guys, I got lists and lists and lists of people, pages long, who just do the 6+ game. Okay? I mean, they actually do the 6. And then I have 6 people who did 7 accounts last week. 3 people who did 8 accounts last week. 4 people who did 9 accounts last week. 3 people who did 10 accounts last week. 1 who did 11. 1 who did 13. 1 who did 15. And Corrado Di Martino did 23 accounts last week. And this happens every week. I'm telling you guys, this is what you're seeing is a company maturing, all right? This is where you see the downline knowing that they can do this, have learned the tools on how to do this. They have the confidence. And the key element on it is they always get rewarded for doing it right, okay? And we pay every week. The money's instant. It's always there. Boom, boom, boom. You got days like the weeks like this where you have a holiday, so you might get a day late, okay? We're going to pay out this week like about 100,000 euros to a handful of people because of this is residual week, okay? This is the week where, you know, people like Luigi and Gani are going to look at they and go, my God, this is a good year. Don't you realize we paid them as much money than most Italians make in an entire year? We give it to them in 1 month, all right? This is changing people's lives because the field is going out there. Look at this. This is the number of IGL accounts. Look, it looks like a rocket taking off. This is what it's done. This is what all of this is. All this work to get this to happen. The number of accounts. This is, and you look at this. This is the, how beautiful. You know, like you have a weather report. What's the weather going to look like in a few days from now, a few weeks from now? This is the income report. This is what your income's going to look like a few months from now. You keep growing that because that pushes this up. This is the total number of customers in the tens of thousands that we're going. And one day, this year, this is going to get up there and close to the hundreds of thousands. All right? It's going to keep growing, and so is everyone's income. So it's really the watt building business. What is your job? Build watts, teach others how to build watts, who teach others how to build watts. That is what we do. You do that, and then you get a piece of this. When you start a week, the first week of every month, guys, the energy business has got it to where the first week of every month, I get over $1 million the first of every month because of the energy business. Every time somebody goes click, turns on the light, I get an itty bitty little amount of money over huge things. Right now, you've got people there in Italy that every month, the first week of the month, they already get over 10,000 euros on the first week of every month. And pretty soon it'll be 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. It's just going to be how many watts and above, how big of a watt making machine are you going to make? Get that. You have a machine that you're building in your downline that makes watts. If you don't understand that, you have a misunderstood. It's not about account numbers. It's not about your weekly paycheck. It's not about anything like that. It's about, can you get people to become watts, get them to make watts, and get them to make watts. You do this, you get a bigger piece of this pie. It's how it works. I hope that gets sent home. I will get the commission stuff probably later today, tomorrow. Again, it was because of the Easter holidays, it's running a day late. And they're big numbers, so the next time we meet together on the webinar, believe me, I'll probably have 2 weeks worth of income to share with you. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, thank you very much. And I'll see you soon. And until then, 515 forever, baby.